Hey guys, let's get more news about Steelers, but first don't forget to subscribe and leave your like. Steelers cut 25-year-old RB while confirming 3 signings. The Pittsburgh Steelers announced 4 roster moves on May 12, one of which was reported over the weekend. The Steelers signed running backs Max Hurlman and Trey Sermon and offensive tackle Gareth Warren, team reporter Teresa Varley wrote. All 3 took part in the team's rookie minicamp. Varley then added that the team also released running back Aaron Shampklin. The 25-year-old Shampklin has been cut by the Steelers organization in the past. He's basically seesawed on and off either the Pittsburgh 90-man roster or the practice squad since January of 2024, although he has only appeared in 3 regular season outings for the Steelers. Within them, Shampklin carried the ball 6 times for 17 yards and 1 first down. He also returned 4 kickoffs for an average of 25.3 yards, including a long of 32 yards. Shampklin has yet to log a regular season NFL snap for another franchise, but he did spend some time with the Los Angeles Chargers, Indianapolis Colts, and Dallas Cowboys. For now, it feels like he's been replaced by Hurlman. Hurlman appeared in 51 games in 5 college seasons, starting 23, Varley noted, regarding the mysterious new running back addition. He had 194 carries for 814 yards and 1 touchdown. And is hailed for his punt return ability, returning 49 punts for 353 yards, a 7.2-yard average, she continued. Hurlman spent 4 seasons at Colgate University before transferring to Notre Dame in 2024. Although Hurlman is a running back by trade, his main role with the Steelers, should he make the team, would likely be on special teams, similar to Shampklin. That's how he was mostly utilized with Notre Dame, and Hurlman's athleticism and speed probably won't cut it in an NFL RB room. According to RAS Football, which shares relative athletic scores for rookie players, Hurlman's unofficial 5.73 RAS out of a possible 10.00 ranked 844 out of 1,976 running backs from 1987 to 2025. He also ran a 4.68-second 40-yard dash and a 6.96-second 3-cone drill. Hurlman will have his work cut out for him ahead of the 2025 training camp. He joined Sermon within a crowded Steelers running back room and will have an uphill battle to make the Week 1 roster. Sermon is the headliner of this flurry of roster moves, but his acquisition was already talked about on Sunday. Varley highlighted his 4 seasons and 42 games of NFL experience split between the Colts, Philadelphia Eagles, and San Francisco 49ers. He carried the ball 134 times for 505 yards and 3 touchdowns, she said. Sermon is a physical runner, at 6 feet and 215 pounds. He turned 26 years old in January. As for the new offensive lineman, Warren. Varley wrote, Warren played at Lindenwood University, where he appeared in 35 games over 4 seasons. In 2023, he was part of an offensive line that helped the ground game produce 134.7 yards per game, which was 4th best in the Ohio Valley Conference. College Sports Network's Ryan Whitfield referred to him as a mammoth of a man at 6'6" and 328 pounds who hails from Kailua Kona, Hawaii. They also noted his versatility as a blocker who can play multiple spots on the line. Warren has the size and strength to play at the NFL level, but where exactly he'll fit is yet to be determined, Whitfield concluded his scouting report. There is some speculation that he could be better suited to transition to a guard, and while I see the argument for it, I still think his technique issues will be problematic there. The short analysis is that he needs to improve his fundamentals first and figure out his role second. Below-average arm QB Will Howard benefited from awesome Ohio State talent, says Chris Sims. With off-season activities just around the corner, the Pittsburgh Steelers quarterback situation is still bleak. They could sign Aaron Rodgers, but that's not guaranteed. Also, even if they do sign Rodgers, that isn't a long-term solution. Will Howard does provide some hope, but as a sixth-round pick, he's a long shot to become a franchise player. Chris Sims thinks Howard has a lot of flaws in his game. How many times did I have people on my Instagram or Twitter looking at it going, why isn't Will Howard being talked about as a first-round or a second-round quarterback? Sims asked on Monday on his podcast, Chris Sims unbuttoned. I don't know, because his arm is below average. Because he's not incredibly accurate and he's not the greatest athlete in the world. Other than that, he should be the first pick of the draft. I'm not trying to get on Will Howard, but it's just the expectations. Howard isn't a perfect player. There are reasons why he fell to the 6th round, even in a down quarterback class. While Howard was incredible in the college football playoffs last year, especially the national championship, that success shouldn't erase his issues. Sims is correct that Howard's arm strength isn't incredible. However, his accuracy and touch are pretty good. If he can work to improve the power of his arm, he could find success in the NFL. He's got the prototypical size for an NFL quarterback, and while he isn't an amazing athlete, he isn't a statue either. Howard can move. Sims has a theory about why some fans have such high expectations for Howard. I think it's because of the emblem on the helmet. People look at that and they go, wait, they're a top 5 team in the country. He's the quarterback. He's got to be one of the top quarterbacks in the draft. No, there's a bunch of first-round players on the football team with him. The quarterback is getting the benefit of how awesome the team is there. That analysis isn't wrong. Ohio State was loaded on offense last year. At running back, they had Travion Henderson and Quinton Judkins, both second-round picks in this year's draft. Receiver was similarly full of talent, headlined by Emeka Egbuka, a first-round pick this year, and Jeremiah Smith, one of the most sensational freshmen in all of college football. Ohio State's offensive line was also a great unit. Antonio Brown sends cryptic message about Aaron Rodgers, Steelers. Former NFL superstar wide receiver Antonio Brown has been very vocal about his belief and prediction that Aaron Rodgers will sign with the Pittsburgh Steelers. While the entire offseason has been full of rumors about Rodgers signing with the Steelers, no deal has been reached between the two parties yet. There is still a belief that something will get done, but until the ink has dried, nothing should be taken for granted. On Monday, Brown stirred the pot once again with a cryptic post about Rodgers. Don't forget where you heard about the Aaron Rodgers signing, he wrote, while including the soon emoji. Brown is still well connected throughout the NFL. There is a legitimate chance that he knows something others don't. There is also a chance that he simply continues to troll fans. Rodgers seems to be the missing piece that could power the Steelers to being a Super Bowl contender. They have put together a good all-around roster, but do not have a legitimate starting quarterback on the roster. If they do not land the 41-year-old future Hall of Famer, Pittsburgh would have Mason Rudolph and Will Howard as its top 2 options. Clearly, the need for Rodgers is big. During the 2024 NFL season with the New York Jets, Rodgers showed that he could still play at a productive level. He completed 63% of his pass attempts for 3,897 yards, 28 touchdowns, and 11 interceptions. Only time will tell, but Brown seems very confident in his report that Rodgers will sign with the Steelers in the near future. Another former NFL star also believes that Rodgers will sign with Pittsburgh. Keyshawn Johnson spoke out with his thoughts on the matter recently on Speak. He's going 100%, Johnson said. Do you think that Aaron Rodgers wants to hold them hostage and then leave them standing at the altar? I don't. And you, fan? What do you think about Aaron Rodgers' situation? Write in the comments.